You think they are the cutest animals in the ocean. Always smiling, always playful, always appearing harmless. But that smile is not what you think it is. Because beneath the surface of calm blue waters, there exists a level of intelligence that challenges everything we assume about marine life. And dolphins sit right at the center of it. Welcome back. Today, we are stepping beyond the friendly image of dolphins and into a world of intelligence, complexity, and behavior that scientists are still trying to fully understand. And by the end of this, you may never see them the same way again. To understand dolphins, we start with the brain. Dolphins have one of the largest and most complex brains in the animal kingdom, relative to their body size. But size alone is not the story. It is structure. Their brains are highly developed in areas linked to communication, problem solving, social awareness, and memory. In fact, dolphins can recognize themselves in mirrors, something only a handful of species on Earth can do. That alone suggests self-awareness. But what truly separates dolphins is not just intelligence. It is social intelligence. Dolphins do not live alone. They live in societies. And those societies are constantly shifting. Alliances form, break, reform. Some groups cooperate for hunting, others for protection, and some appear to maintain long-term bonds that can last for years. In places like Shark Bay in Australia, researchers have observed complex male alliance structures, sometimes described as multi-level cooperation systems, where dolphins work together strategically to gain access to mates and territory. Not chaos, structure. Not random behavior, coordination.
Now the question becomes, how do they manage this level of coordination? Through communication that is still not fully decoded. Dolphins use a combination of clicks, whistles, body movement, and echolocation. Each dolphin develops a unique signature whistle, something similar to a name. They call each other. They respond individually. They remember. And they recognize others even after years of separation. This is not simple instinct. This is identity-based communication. Some researchers believe dolphin communication may contain layers of meaning we have not yet fully translated. Context, intention, and social signals embedded in sound. But one thing is certain. They are not just reacting to the ocean. They are interacting with each other in a highly organized social network.
Dolphins are also one of the few species that consistently engage in play, not just as juveniles, but as adults. They surf waves, toss objects, and interact with other species in ways that do not always serve immediate survival needs. This is important because in nature, play often correlates with intelligence. It is how young animals learn, how social structures are tested, how problem-solving evolves. There have also been documented cases of dolphins interacting with certain marine species and objects in unusual ways, including pufferfish, which contain a natural defensive toxin. Some observations suggest dolphins may interact with them in a controlled, repetitive manner. However, scientists caution against oversimplifying this behavior as drug use. What is more likely is that dolphins are exploring sensory effects in their environment, something consistent with their high curiosity and intelligence. The key point is not what they are doing, but that they are capable of intentional exploration beyond survival necessity.
But intelligence in nature is never one-dimensional. It always comes with complexity. Dolphins are apex predators, and their behavior can reflect that position in the food chain. There are documented cases of aggressive interactions with other marine mammals, including porpoises and smaller dolphins. In some cases, these encounters result in injury or death. Scientists believe these behaviors are not sport or entertainment in a human sense, but may be linked to competition, territory, stress, or social dominance. Still, it reveals something important.
Intelligence does not always equal harmony. In fact, in many species, higher intelligence often leads to more complex forms of conflict. Because when you can plan, you can compete differently. When you can recognize individuals, you can remember rivals. And when you live in structured societies, power dynamics naturally emerge.
This is where dolphins become truly unsettling, not because they are monsters, but because they reflect something familiar: social bonding, competition, cooperation, manipulation, learning, memory, identity. These are not alien traits. These are deeply human traits, just expressed through a different species, in a different world, under different rules. That is what makes dolphins so fascinating. They are not simple animals performing simple behaviors. They are highly intelligent beings, navigating a complex social and physical environment in ways we are only beginning to understand. So the next time you see a dolphin break the surface of the ocean, smiling, gliding, watching, remember this: you are not looking at innocence. You are looking at intelligence shaped by millions of years of evolution. And in the ocean, nothing survives that long by being simple.